general, whoever.
Alright, so I'm back playing Hearthstone. No, I haven't made one in a while, mostly because school started up, but in the time that I've uh, been absent from Hearthstone, uh, the Grand Tournament uh, cards came out, and new season in Ranked has come out, so because of this, I've decided to make some new decks, and initially I just wanted to work on this idea I had called the Weapon Warrior. The goal of it is to buff a variety of weapons. I have the Gore Howls, the Arcanite Reapers. The goal is to buff them to the point where I can just one turn kill my opponent. Now, the problem though is that it doesn't really synergize with very many good cards. I tried to get some cards where you want to self-damage, so like Warbot, stuff like that, Saucy Deckhand, but it's not really reliable. I can never really do it. It's not like my cards won't get me to the point where I can buff my weapon crazy high. And the other problem is that it doesn't really have any good clear. The way I tried to, fix this problem was to use cards like Inner Fire with Execute, but only one Execute's not good enough. So I kind of just scrapped this idea and stopped working on it. Usually I never leave a deck with this type of curve. So I thought what other classes this would work best with. Obviously Rogue would be good with it, but I already have this Rogue, and the goal of this one is also to buff your weapon. So I thought maybe Shaman would be good. And while it is called the Weapon Shaman, the main goal of it is to not just use your weapon. In fact, it has three win conditions. Um, One is obviously to buff the weapon to OTK. The way this would be done would be to use Rockbiter weapon comboed with Doom Hammer, Spiteful Smith, which is totally possible. I mean, Spiteful Smith does need a card to activate it, because, your opponent won't always be willing to damage your Spiteful Smith without killing it. So I damage it myself with like an Elven Archer or a Mad Bomber. So that's the way the weapon works in this. And the other one is to use cards, for example, Dr. Boom. Use cards that spawn multiple minions from one card. So Dr. Boom spawns 3. I have other ones like Razorfin Hunter, it spawns 2. And anyway, this works very well with Bloodlust and the Hero Power, because the Hero Power spawns a minion. And the goal with this win condition is to use Bloodlust when I have a bunch of minions on the board, which is obviously possible if I have these types of cards. And lots of minions on the board work really well with the Sea Giant, so I put that guy in there. Love that card. And the last win condition is use Wind Fury minions. So, for example, let's say I have Alakir on the board. I could use 2 Rockbiter weapons on him, or even 1, that's still good. I can Abusive Sergeant, I can Dark Iron Dwarf, and in the end, all of these temporary buffs would end up doing so much damage. I haven't done the math to figure out like the ideal thing of literally like 2 Rockbiter weapons, 2 Abusive Sergeants, and 2 Abusive Iron Dwarfs, which wouldn't even be possible, but it's fun to think about that. I wonder how much damage that'd be. And then oh, also, the reason I have this fire elemental in here is to also activate the Spiteful Smith, if not just to kill an enemy. And another problem that's solved in this deck that was an unsolved problem in the Warrior deck is that it does have some good clear. It has some good board clear. So I have Hex in this, which, let's say the enemy has like an 8/8 card out, I can just Hex it and turn it into a 0/1. That's a very efficient way to deal with an enemy minion, which the Warrior can't do. So now I'll just go through here and explain some cards that might stand out that don't seem to immediately work with anything. So, to me the most obvious one is Priestess of Elune. and this one actually doesn't work with anything. The only reason I have this girl in here is because I need some way to heal my hero, which 4 health probably isn't enough. That's definitely a problem in this deck, but it's something. The other 6 cards I have, you know, it might be best to actually switch it out with a, oops, just passed it, with another Fire Elemental, because this guy works with Spiteful Smiths. But, I don't know, I'll leave it for now, because I haven't really played a game with this. I want to play it before I start moving cards around. And another card that might look weird is the Dread Corsair, if you don't know what the card text is, which is taunt, cost 1 less per attack of your weapon, which obviously goes well with the Doom Hammer. Now, I've kind of rated what win conditions are most likely in my head, and honestly, I think that the Bloodlust win condition is the most likely, and the second most would probably be the buff a Wind Fury minion, but not to one-turn kill them. That's just a thing that helped me get through the game really efficiently. But just having a third win condition in here, I think, gives it some good versatility and possibilities, you know? Alright. So, any other cards that stand out to me? Windspeaker, if you don't know the card text, but it's kind of obvious that it has something to do with Wind Fury from the name. Give a friendly minion Wind Fury. Elven Archer, I don't know if I already explained, but it's to activate Spiteful Smith. I don't know if I need so many activations for Spiteful Smith, actually. I only have 2 Spiteful Smiths, but I have 4 activation cards. The Elven Archers and the Mad Bombers. The Elven Archers are kind of just solely for the Spiteful Smith. The Mad Bombers are really good to play in early game to deal with the enemy minions, so I might leave it in there, even though I might, well, let's look at the 2 drops. Things that would go good, like, be a good place for the Mad Bomber would maybe be a Direwolf Alpha. In this deck, a 2-mana 2/2 isn't good stat-wise, but its text is really good with Wind Fury. Adjacent minions have +1 attack. But, again, it's early game, and I don't think I'd have many good Wind Fury minions out, even though, I mean, Rolling Zap-O-Matic's really good. It's probably one of the best ones, but it dies really easily. So it's not like I'll have any of them alive when I get a Direwolf out. Anyway, I might as well just play a game with it. Find out what's good, what's bad. I've done some playing with the Weapon Shaman concept, but none with this specific card setup. I'm also really proud of the curve I made. It's 6434643, if I remember that correctly. It's just fun to say. I'm really picky about that. Probably a bad thing, but whatever floats my boat, I guess.
Thrall versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
Alright.
For Doomhammer.
This is good. These 2 cards together. Ooh, awesome. So I don't have to play Abusive Sergeant immediately. It's always an option to play Abusive Sergeant on turn 1. Only thing is I definitely wouldn't want to if I were rolling a Zap-O-Matic and an Abusive Sergeant. So, if you don't really know Hearthstone very well, what you want, or not what you want, sorry, I'm losing my thought. What I was gonna say is these, my rank, it got a lot lower because the season restarted, as I said before. So there's 25 or 30 ranks, you go up a rank, the goal is to go up ranks to Legendary. Never got there, probably never will, but whatever. Alright, awesome. He was not able to deal with this because he used his Holy Smite on a 1/1. Alright. I'm gonna punish him hard for that. Look at all that damage. Oh boy. That's beautiful. I'm not gonna play the Elven Archer because he has a lot more cards than me. And I want to kind of save up some cards. Oh, I just realized Bloodlust also goes really good with Wind Fury minions. Wind conditions are working well together. Love that. Goodbye, Zap-O-Matic. Alright, I'm probably gonna stick to just hero power and end turn, so I can build up some cards again. Depending on what I draw, of course. But that was a really strong start. Don't really expect that to happen much. So, this is the new map for the update. Don't think I've ever made a video with this. Alright. Alright, this is pretty good. Okay. Oh, pretty good, in quotes. It's better than doing nothing, is what I mean to say. So 2 Bloodlusts. Boy, if I could get out some of those cards that spawn multiple minions, that'd be great. Alright, could he kill this if I play it? Yes, he could. But he would be using... Okay, I could Elven Archer. Be more safe. No, I'm gonna do this, actually. I'm doing this because he'll have to trade his entire, field into this. And if he doesn't, then that's really good for me. Okay.
Just me and Mr. Bite.
Oh boy. I wish I had some AoE. Some damage that could deal damage to each one of these minions. That's one thing I don't have in this deck, sadly. Alright, but... Ooh. That's good. That's a really good draw. Come on, hit up both. No! Aww. Really?
One shot.
Whatever. Let's hope I get a taunt. Ah, whatever. It's okay. You were a bad bomber. Okay. Really? Oh, well. Okay. Do I have lethal next turn if he doesn't kill anything? Well, let's see. 6, 10, 11, 12, 13. That'll secure my win, essentially, by doing that. But I could have done Bloodlust and bring him down to, what, like 3 health or something? But I decided not to because, you know, I don't have anything that could 100% kill him next turn. So I want to go the safe route. Because even if he clears this, these boombots will do some good damage. And he won't be able to. Well played? Question mark? Let's roast some ham while we wait. Get it well done. Alright, start to burn. Okay. Well played, my friend. Very well played. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.